afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Good morning. Welcome along to the Film My Run 500. It's freezing cold here. Although, to be fair, in the shed, it does say nearly 12 degrees Celsius. But when I came in here, it was closer to 5 degrees. And it still feels like 5 degrees to me now. We've got 1 minute to go before the start of the run. Just to let you know, all chat, by the way, or most of the chat needs to be in-game. Although, having said that, I can see chat from YouTube on my phone here. So I've got my phone, I've got YouTube chat on the phone, but the YouTube chat, the chat that normally I have set up on screen isn't working at the moment. So we have to do without that. So anyway, Jonathan Perkin is in. He says good morning. TV working again, thankfully. Was worried that flashing red lights meant broken motherboard or something. Daniel Schenk, hi from Germany. Goggins would hope that it's cold, apparently. Well, yes, you know, there's no harm in running in the cold. It's fine. I've just realised I haven't actually logged my avatar into... here we go. Now we need Kinni. Where's Kinni? Oh, no. Nah, look at that. I've been messing about and I'm not going to start the run with everybody else, am I? How embarrassing. How embarrassing. Foot pod. No, I don't want foot pod. Oh, no. I've got my heart rate connected, but everything... Where's everything else? Where is Fitcast and where is my heart rate strap? Well, there's my heart rate strap. Okay, heart rate strap. We're going to have to use my heart rate strap to run, aren't I? Where's Kinni? Come on. I haven't got Fitcast. It's not appearing on my screen. This is annoying. No. What is going on? Right, let's start the treadmill. Right, Fitcast is not working for some reason, or at least it's not appearing on my screen. Let's see if I move with the heart rate monitor. Okay. Right, there's two or three other people not managed to start. Clive Finnimore has started. Who else has started? There are quite a few people in the run, actually. Clive says, morning, I've just made it. Elle says it's all gone Pete Tong. Yeah, it has all gone Pete Tong. That is very frustrating. Right, we're going to have to do everything manually this morning then. It looks like Jonathan Perkin is behind me. So Jonathan Perkins failed to start as well. Is that right? So I'm actually using my chest strap to move. So yeah, we'll see what happens with this. I've not used my chest strap for ages. Oh, and that's why. Look, there we go. I've stopped. This is going to work out to be a total disaster, isn't it? Hang on. Right, let's see what happens. So 5 kph. Let's just keep moving. I don't see anyone else around me, which is also weird. Right, there's somebody running behind me. Why is Fitcast not working? Oh, well. Batang is just passing me. Clive Finnemore is back on the treadmill, having had to jump off. How many technical disasters are we going to have today? This is the big question. We're in Scotland, by the way, which means you'll notice at the top of the screen, we haven't actually started the run yet. 0 kilometres done in 0 minutes. Clive says voice to text is not very good today either. So at this speed, my chest strap is measuring quite well. We should start any second now. The clock timer should start going as we pass these flags. There we go. We've started. So we've got 400 meters. And actually, Kinni, although we're not using Kinni, it's not too far away. The treadmill is connected to Kinni. It's just that it won't connect to Zwift. So Kinni on the phone, on the left-hand side of your screen there, is synced quite well. We're about 10 meters out, I'd say. So I'm not going to speed up and try and catch everyone up. I'm just going to carry on as I am, I think. Looks like Clive was going to try and live stream today, and it's not working for him either. Oh well. It's always good to watch a disaster unfold in the morning. It's really cold here. I mean, it says 12.5 now on the FMR thermometer, the Amy Green Memorial thermometer. She's not dead. She's fine. But we've got the doors closed, and I do feel cold. Winter is upon us, that's for sure. It is nearly December, I suppose. I hope anybody who entered the London Marathon for Good for Age has got in yesterday. Yesterday was the cut-off date when it was all announced whether you had qualified for the London Marathon with Good for Age. And they had to shave off 5 minutes from the qualifying times because there were so many runners who achieved the qualifying times. There were not enough spaces for everyone. So if your qualifying time was 3 hours, you had to get under 2:55 to qualify. If your qualifying time was 4 hours, 3:55 you had to get. So 5 minutes under the qualifying time for men. For women, it was only 2 minutes. So if you were a woman, 2 minutes. So 3:58 if your qualifying time was 4 hours. So I hope you got in. Well done if you did. Thank you for the ride on Yoko. We will start running shortly when we get to the next arch. We'll get up to 5.5 kph. Heather, thank you for the ride on as well. We are going to climb 500 meters into the sky on this lovely sunny day outside here in the UK. I can't, if you're watching on YouTube, hello, thank you for watching. You can send me a message if you want. I can see it on my phone. Normally, I have a chat screen set up, but for some reason, my chat software last night decided not to work anymore, and I can't get it to work this morning. I've uninstalled it, I've reinstalled it, can't get it to work. So that's two things at least not working today. Anna, thanks for the ride on. But you can still chat to me. If you're running, you can chat to me in-game, of course. But if you're watching the live stream, you can message me on the YouTube chat. And I should see it when I look at it occasionally. Clive says it's 6.2 degrees in the Cornish Zwift garage. Heather says that is proper chilly. Yes, it is chilly. Jonathan Perkins says, I thought I'd pressed 12%, but obviously I didn't. So it's the Film My Run 480 for me today, not the Film My Run 500. Oh, well. Right, we are getting close, 40 meters, and then we will start a gentle jog up this hill, keeping the heart rate nice and low. Currently 84 beats per minute, so that will start rising. If we can keep it under 150, that's all good. For me, I'm actually, during November, if you watch regularly, you'll know, during November, I'm taking it easy. So today I am going at slightly lower elevation, so it won't be anywhere near, my heart rate shouldn't be anywhere near what's the word I'm looking for? 150. Right, now my avatar is now moving a lot quicker because I'm running. That's no good, is it? We don't want that. See, this is why your heart rate strap is no good as a measure of your speed, because walking, it was perfectly fine. But now I've started running, it's going way, way too fast. So I'm not happy about that. What do I do about this? See, I'm slowing the treadmill down, way down now. Oh dear. How do I do this? See, if I walk, I can walk at 5.5. See, walking it's not bad. I mean, still not right. But I don't want to walk, I want to run. Let me see if Kinni is there now. Let's go to the menu and pair up. Fitcast, let's see. No, it's not there. Oh well. See, it's totally dependent on your cadence. If I do really slow cadence like I'm walking, then it goes to the right speed. It's ridiculous, isn't it? If I run at my normal cadence, it will go totally too fast. There you go. Way, way too fast. Oh, I suppose, right, today we're just going to have to live with it, I think. Right, Jonathan suggests I'm 30 seconds behind, just catch up slowly. Yeah, I could do, I suppose. He also says it's tech issues for any day that ends in a Y. Yeah, every day, basically. Clive says, sit back and enjoy Technical Issue Tuesday. Yeah, we have to live with it. Okay, I am going to suck up the fact that my avatar is running way faster than I am actually running. And we'll just accept it and cheat, basically. Let's just hope Ryan Perring isn't watching. That's the last thing we want. So there's the next arch up ahead. So yeah, I'm 30 seconds behind Clive Finnimore and Jonathan Perkin and Simbi. So because I'm running faster, I can basically slowly catch them up. What happens when I do catch them up, though? That's the problem, because I'll then run past them, won't I? So we're out in the wilds of Scotland, approaching the Glenfinnan Viaduct, or the Harry Potter Bridge. And Murphy, thank you for the ride on. Appreciate that. John Heppelwhite, thank you very much. 10 minutes gone, and we're just about coming up to our first kilometre. Christoph as well, thank you for the ride on. Right, there we go. So now we speed up to 6 kph. Oh no, Ryan Perring's just given me a ride on. Does that mean he is watching? Oh no. Right, Heather is listening to the live stream whilst making Scotch broth. She says, I've just brought an onion in from the garden and cut into it, and it's rotten in the middle. It seems that we're all having technical issues. It must be technical issue Tuesday, as Clive says. Yeah. Right, that's interesting. Jonathan says, Whenever I have to use a heart rate strap, I tune the speed using cadence. Yes, exactly what I'm doing. So you just run, like you lengthen your stride or you'll shorten your stride so that your speed changes with your cadence or with your steps per minute. Oh no. Ryan Perring is watching. We're in big trouble now. Right, look, Ryan, let me explain something to you, okay? Normally, I use the Noble Pro treadmill to connect to Zwift via something called Fitcast on the phone. However, today, it won't connect. And when I go to the pairing screen, the only thing I have available is my chest strap for speed. So I'm using my chest strap for speed. I'm running at 6 kph on the treadmill. Unfortunately, it's giving me 7 kph in Zwift. Now, I can alter it. As Jonathan rightly says, if you slow your cadence down, you will notice the speed drops. But it's just not practical to run at an unnatural cadence. See, I'm having to loll up and down to try and keep it at around 6 kph. If I run at my natural cadence, you'll see it go up again. Clive Finnemore says Ryan loves a good excuse. Yeah, Ryan says, I never understood how heart rate straps could ever record speed. Well, you know, I mean, it's just like your watch. It's got an accelerometer in it. And the accelerometer is basically making a guess at your stride length and your cadence. So, and it's basically doing maths, isn't it? So it's saying, okay, the stride length of this person is 1 meter, and they're doing 60 steps per minute, or let's say 120 steps per minute. So that means they're running 120 meters per minute, approximately. So, and that's it's a very basic calculation. Now you can, to some extent, trick it, or you can set your own stride length. So you can say, well, my stride length is 1.5 meters. But the minute you change your cadence from your normal run pattern, then that's all skewed. And of course, running outside, which is where this heart rate strap automatically calibrates to GPS, and so it knows how far you've run according to GPS, and it automatically recalibrates to says, right, okay, he must have done, his stride length must be this long because he was doing 180 steps per minute and he covered 10 kilometers in 1 hour, so his stride length must be this length. So then it translates that back to the treadmill, and of course your stride length and your cadence on the treadmill is completely different. For me, I tend to have a faster cadence and a shorter stride length outside than I do inside. So inside, my cadence will be lower, and my stride length will be longer. Heather says, this is a very long-winded excuse. The police would have had you handcuffed and in the back of a van by now. Yeah, I know. I was trying to be as thorough as possible with my excuse. Well, basically, we're saying that the chest strap is rubbish at measuring your speed and distance. Ryan Perring says, an interesting explanation. As interesting an explanation as it was, he says, I still smell cheating. Oh, dear. Clive Finnemore says, I'm wasting police time. And yeah, Clive says, the straight answer is, it doesn't work. No, it doesn't work. That is the simple answer. Right, temperature has gone up in here. It is 13.7 degrees on the AGMT. So I might open the doors in a minute. By the way, everyone, just don't tell Ryan that I'm also running at half the elevation this month. Don't tell him that, because then he'll be writing to Zwift HQ. He will be writing a stern letter to Zwift HQ. You know that verified athlete you've got on your books? He's nothing more than a low-life scumbag cheat. Those are the words Ryan will put on his email. In fact, it won't be an email. It will be a formally handwritten letter using a quill. Right, I think we're going to open the doors. Let's get to 2K done, and then I'll open the doors, let a little bit of fresh air in, because we're starting to steam up a little bit in here. Anton de Winter, thank you very much for the ride on. He is married, of course, to the second Mrs. de Winter. It's a little joke for all you literary buffs out there. Oh, my head is getting chopped off, isn't it? Is that better? Okay. Clive says, Stephen is now getting hot under the collar, which is increasing the temperature in shed quarters. Could be true. Could be true. We are not far off halfway now in terms of distance and time, in fact, as well. About 41 minutes normally for this run. And we are halfway through. Oh, now I'm ahead of Clive. I'm now ahead of Clive. Right, I am going to slow down now, because I am now ahead of Clive and Jonathan. About 20 seconds ahead. I was hoping to stay with them. This is rubbish, isn't it? Absolute rubbish. Why won't it connect? Dear. I even came out to the shed quite early to sort this out. Give up. I'm going to club tonight outdoors, so I'm doing some actual outdoor running tonight. So I will not be on Zwift. We'll be back on Zwift for the Wednesday workout tomorrow. What is the yellow beacon up to? Says Clive. What the hell is he doing? Right, Ryan says, half elevation? You may as well just be lying down, he says. Yeah, I know. Oh dear, I'm trying to run at the correct speed, but it's not working. Jonathan and Clive are about 10 seconds behind me. All right, I'm going to just walk and let them catch up, and then I'll try and run at the right speed. Mike is there. Hello, Mike. Mike's a minute and two. Mike's just had enough of us, and he's already a minute and 22 seconds ahead. So he's doing his thing, which is fair enough. I can't complain to anyone. Hello, Mike. I can't complain to anyone today because my speed with this stupid chest strap is so rubbish that I don't expect anyone to follow me or stay with me. Yeah, Mike's been running with us for quite a long time, but he's had a few weeks off, I think. A couple of weeks off. Right, here we go. So I can now speed up, can I? Let's see what this does. Let me try work duties, says Mike. Yeah, fair enough. Right, I'm trying to modify my cadence a little bit to stay in and around this little group here. We've got Young, we've got Clive Finnemore, we've got Simbi, Jonathan Perkin, Jay Wright. Who's Jay Wright? What's his first name? Is it Jamie? I might be making that up. Okay, cadence of 148, which is ridiculously slow for me, but I am just trying to stay at the right pace. Got to manage it for another 500 meters and then I can speed up, and hopefully that'll be a little bit easier when we get to 7 kph. The problem with this is, of course, that I'm not actually running the correct speed in real life. So the treadmill is only going at 6 kph. So I either have to go too fast in Zwift and cheat in the game, or I have to go too slow in real life, which means I'm not putting in the training that I need. Anyway, it's still November, so we're still in recovery and relaxation mode. 3 days, 2 days, and then December starts and we start ramping up the training and getting a little bit more serious. Jonathan Perkins' cadence is 154, heart rate 139. Clive's heart rate is 144, cadence 167. And Ryan says, yeah, cheating either way, basically. Yes. There's no getting away from it today. It's just pure cheating. What can I do? Oh, useless. We've got a mile to go, just under a mile left to run of the Film My Run 500. Climbing up the hills in Scotland. Steve Main, thank you very much for the ride on. We've been running for 26 minutes. So we got 15 minutes to go. A mile in 15 minutes. Sounds very slow, doesn't it? And it is pretty slow, but it's all about strengthening the legs, getting up on those toes and keeping the calf muscles working up the hill. Mike is up to 3 kilometers now. We're at 2.7k. Kim Salt, Yeti Whisper, she says. Thank you, Kim, for the ride on. And there's the top. There's the end of the climb. But we keep climbing. Mike says, we'll run for coffee. Yeah, I will. I'll always run for coffee. So, 150 cadence at the moment, and that doesn't seem too uncomfortable. I can probably keep to this cadence to just keep the Zwift avatar running at the right speed. So the thing is, I suppose if I was to move up to if I was to go faster, I would have to slow my cadence down even more, wouldn't I? Let me just try this. Yeah, so I'm having to slow my cadence down to about, hang on a minute, I'm going too slow now. 146, 148. Actually, it's not too much slower, is it? So now my treadmill is going at the correct speed. So I am going at the correct speed. My avatar is going slightly too fast because I haven't quite worked out what cadence I need to be running at. This cadence is definitely less comfortable. I can't really keep to this cadence. But anyway, we're speeding up now. Right. Okay, let's see where we get to now. So the treadmill is at 7. The avatar is supposed to be running at 7. Can I speed up my cadence? Oh, I've stopped. Brilliant. Right, I think I can run at about 156 steps per minute here. Yeah, Ryan says I'm just messing about with the cadence far too much now. You see, but this is what happens when people run with a chest strap. Anyone who's using a chest strap, and even to some degree a foot pod, because a foot pod works in the same way, this is the problem. I mean, it's more pronounced with a chest strap. And also, if you're running using your watch for speed, these are the problems you get. This is where the inaccuracy arises. And obviously, people who don't realise this, there are plenty of people running on Zwift with absolutely no clue as to how inaccurately their avatar is moving in reference to how they're moving. Ryan, I should probably try and do another 100-miler on the treadmill sometime, shouldn't I? Next year, maybe. We'll think about it. We were going to try and climb Everest on the treadmill, but we've never got round to that. So we've got the treadmill, the Everest to climb, and another 100-miler on the treadmill to do. So this is a bit more like normal now. We are running cadences a little bit more like it would normally be. Right, Ryan says running pace off the speed of a running belt also isn't massively accurate. Yeah, but at least it's consistent. So And it's also far more satisfying. Yeah, I mean, I'm well aware that, you know, when you have a smart treadmill, the treadmill is transmitting basically the speed of the belt to Zwift. And that isn't necessarily exactly the speed that you're running. But in counter to that, the better your treadmill, the more likely it is to be more accurate. And it's far more satisfying in terms of just an aesthetic, pleasing view to see your number matching everywhere. And okay, so say you're going at 10 kph, you might only be going at 9.9, but I can live with that for the satisfaction of seeing them all matching. And the other thing we come back to all the time is it doesn't really matter as long as you put the effort in that you intend to. So if your heart rate gets into zone 5 for an interval session, that's good. If you run for 3 hours, if you run for 2 hours, that's good. Doesn't really matter exactly what speed you were going. It's just about time on feet, isn't it? So interval training is all about getting your heart rate high in intervals. So rest, high heart rate, rest, high heart rate. Long run training is all about time on feet. So it doesn't matter whether you're going at exactly 10 kph or not. If you want to run for 2.5 hours, you run for 2.5 hours. But yes, I do take your point, Ryan. All right, Ryan did the virtual 3 peaks a couple of years back. It was a lot of fun. Everest could be good. Yeah, me and Jeff Partridge have talked about doing the Everest run. So we might, it's still in the pipeline, so we might definitely think about that. And in terms of 3 peaks, my family and I, we are considering doing the Yorkshire 3 peaks as a hiking thing over the New Year break. So after Christmas, we often go up to my mother's in Liverpool and stay there for a week. So what we might do is on the way back, we might go and stay in Yorkshire and do the Yorkshire 3 peaks, which might be nice. We haven't definitely decided to do that yet, but it's definitely discussing it. We're definitely discussing it. Right. We have 400 meters to go. Thank you very much for joining, everyone. I apologize for how rubbish the pace has all been, the speed, because of I've got excited and I'm going too fast again now, aren't I? Slow down. I got excited talking about the Yorkshire 3 peaks and climbing Everest. Clive says, see you next time. Yeah, so we'll see you all on Wednesday for Wednesday workout. Group B again for me. This will be my final week of Group B. And then next week we'll start back in Group A, but I will reduce the bias a little bit and slowly work my way back into Group A. Yeah, Ryan says, you always enjoy a New Year's peak. I do. We quite often, me and my family do quite often climb a mountain or a big hill on New Year's Day or New Year's Eve, something like that. Okay, we are just coming up to the last 200 meters of the Film My Run 500. Thanks very much for joining, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. If you were watching on YouTube, appreciate your attendance. Thanks for the support of the channel. Do subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, you can, believe it or not, you can subscribe to the Zwift Run channel. You can even become a member. Because I've been altering the speed of my treadmill so much, Kinni is miles out. So if you're looking at the Kinni app and saying, well, he's still got ages to go, that is true. But we are going by the Zwift app today. So that'll have to do. And there we go. All done. Look at that. Look at that speed on that map there, on that graph. Heart rate is the red line. Speed is the white line. That is ridiculous, isn't it? Look at the state of that. Look at the state of that. Max heart rate 135, which to be fair is about right. But yeah, rubbish. So we need to try and fix the Kinni app and get that working again at some point. Saxteen, thanks for the ride on. Thank you very much, everybody in the chat. Jonathan Perkin, Clive Finnimore, Ryan Perring, Heather. Cheers. Thank you for your company, guys. And we'll see you tomorrow. And Elle as well. And Ibiza1 said good morning ages ago, and I missed that. I'm sorry. So thank you very much, guys. Appreciate your company. I'm going to go and have a shower and a shave, and then I have video editing to do. So I better get on with that, and we'll see you tomorrow for Wednesday workout. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.